So, guess you thought you were going to Keuka Lake this morning, weren't you? Okay, well, full disclosure, and this is my low. You know, my mom actually got sick. She just came down with something, and honestly, it'd be selfish for me to, you know, go up to the lake. I'm sure she's probably feeling better now, so maybe I'll probably go a little bit later. But I'm just not there now because last night she got sick, and last night my father got asked by my brother and his wife to watch my nephew, so it wouldn't have been right if I just went to Keuka Lake by myself. So I stayed with my mom for a little bit. She was doing okay, and hopefully she's doing better now. I hope she is. But I feel good that I did the right thing there. Like, it felt right for me to, be with my mom. What she has isn't necessarily, bad or anything. I mean, nothing life-threatening or anything. It's just, she's my mom. I gotta be there for her. You only have one mom, and I want to make sure I'm with my mom for, a really long time. So there you go. And I still feel good I did the right thing yesterday, so that's my high. And my act of kindness was I did do the right thing. I just stayed here. In fact, this actually does remind me of a Keuka Lake related story that, funny enough, does involve my mom. Because this story is meant to be sort of like a metaphor for just how far I've come, in life in general. I forget what year it was, but it was nearing the end of that summer. I want to say I might have been entering maybe 4th or 5th grade, maybe. I forget, but one of those years. And it was Labor Day weekend. And back when I was a kid, Labor Day weekend was traditionally when we would close up Keuka Lake for the summer. Or moreover, at least that's when my brother and I and my folks would stop going. I mean, we still had family went up there on weekends. But, after Labor Day weekend, my brother and I had school. And school is a lot more important than going to Keuka Lake. Yeah, full disclosure, there really are a lot more important things in life than Keuka Lake. Shocking coming from me, I know, but trust me, there are. And getting your education was always one of them. As well as being with my mom. That's another thing. That's more important than Keuka Lake. I'll never forget what wound up happening because with Labor Day weekend, everyone had the day off on Monday. So that would normally mean that, my brother and I would be up at the lake for one more day. And considering that Monday would have been the last day we would have been up to Keuka Lake, I really wanted to, make the most of my time there. Now, at this point, my mom was flying in from somewhere. I forget where she was. I want to say she might have been visiting my grandmother this might have been back when she lived in Colorado, if I think about it hard enough. Or maybe it was in Vegas. I forget, but to be honest, I just knew she flew in from somewhere. And, it was my dad's idea that, we go pick her up on that Sunday evening. Meaning that Sunday was the last day we were going to be up at Keuka Lake. And I remember just feeling horrifyingly devastated. Because, I'm a little kid and I love going to Keuka. I still love going to Keuka Lake. Who am I kidding? But when you know that your time at a certain place is almost up and you're really having a good time, or if something you're not looking forward to is on the horizon, in this particular case for me, it was school, the last thing you want to do is cut the good times short. And I'll never forget how angry I was at my mom for, you know, flying in, and we have to go pick her up, so no more summers at Keuka Lake for that year anyway. What's even worse is my mom literally said, "You didn't have to do that." I was gonna call one of the neighbors, and they would offer me, and they would give me a ride home. So I really got mad at my father too, because we did all that for nothing. Man, that haunted me for a little while. It really did, because when you're having a good time, you really don't want it to end. You just don't. And it just makes it all the more sad when it finally does end, and it is incredibly devastating. But if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's that some places are going to be around forever, and needless to say, Keuka Lake has been around since like the Ice Ages. It was formed during the Ice Ages, I believe. The point is, it's not going anywhere. It was that long before I was here. It's going to be here my entire life, and I can't predict the future, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be there long after I'm gone. And now it just got kind of morbid thinking that one day I will actually be gone. But semantics. Keuka Lake isn't going anywhere. I have an entire summer to go up there. In fact, full disclosure, if my mom is feeling better and the weather, because that's actually another reason why I wound up not going to. The weather isn't supposed to be that good. In fact, I actually made it back here right before a storm hit. So it would have been a dark and stormy night up at Keuka Lake, which, don't get me wrong, I love Keuka Lake no matter what, weather, good or bad weather. But, sometimes it can be kind of foreboding, especially when, no kidding, it was the exact same weather we had last year. So I'm better off just being a little more, come on. We stopped going to Keuka Lake in October last year, and I've waited all this time to go back till now. I can wait a little longer. Keuka Lake is going to be again, it's not going anywhere. It is in the exact same place it's always been, and nothing is ever going to change that. Presumably. You never know, maybe an asteroid might hit the Earth or something. The point is, I'm pretty sure I can be confident in saying I'm okay. Honestly, what's more important is, in this scenario, regarding this weekend, the important thing is that my mom is okay. And I got to be with my mom. That's important. I'd rather, I think the saying goes, if it's not done right, it's not worth doing. And it wouldn't be worth going to Keuka Lake if my mom wasn't able to go. It's not like it's any problem. She's off today from work. She works tomorrow and Monday, but she's off today. So she can use this day to get all the rest and recovery and relaxation that, she needs. Plus, again, the weather isn't really supposed to be the greatest. I believe it's like a 70% chance of rain, which isn't really ideal for a weekend like this. Here I am saying a little rain isn't going to hurt anyone, but yeah, I will admit, as much as I love Keuka Lake, there really is just something, don't get me wrong, there is something ominously beautiful about being up at Keuka Lake in the rain time when it's raining, especially if it's like in the morning where it like just rained, it's all foggy and misty. That's actually a really colorful term, ominously beautiful. Has anyone ever used that before? excited. But yeah, you'd want to be up at Keuka Lake when the weather is going to be consistently nice. And it's going to be warm, but with the 70% chance of rain, I'm not liking the odds. And besides, if I'm being perfectly honest, looking back on it, I'm not entirely sure if I really was ready to go back up to Keuka Lake just now. I know, shocking, isn't it? It's actually something I talked over with my mom for a little bit too. And it's something that she kind of dreads too, but I've talked about this before. Maintaining a cottage anywhere, be it Keuka Lake, Seneca Lake, Cayuga, Canandaigua, any lake in general, maintaining that stuff is hard to do. You gotta clean everything, sweep, vacuum, pick up stuff outside, use your leaf blower if you have one. It's maintenance. Or in my case, like I'm usually the one who has to turn the excuse me. I have to turn the stones on our shore. Basically, I have to take like a rake and sort of rake the shore like back and forth a lot to turn the sort of soil or whatever. So, because the way that it works, it's erosion. You have like sort of big clumps of rocks and stones on, our shore. So you use your rake and turn over so you get more smooth, sort of textured soil-like shore. Yeah, I mean, you've seen the Keuka Lake enough to know I do not have a lake on it. My cottage is not on a white sandy beach. That's actually one thing that always bothered me. Like, my folks call that a beach. I'm like, this is no beach. Where is the white sand? Where? Oh, seriously, it's just literally. It is a. If I really want to be nitpicky, it's white sand away from being, paradise. Because you have your beautiful views, you have your beautiful sunsets or sunrises, depending on the time of day. And there's, again, no white sandy beach. Can I help it if I like the feeling of sand between my toes? Or being buried in the sand? Or making sand castles? I don't think so. So, man, I really have come a long way. Because if this happened, even 10 years ago, I'd be furious about the fact that we're not up at Keuka Lake right now. But now, I'm cool with it. I'm really cool with it. And it's not like, we're not going at all. I mean, full disclosure, my dad isn't able to get his boat until tomorrow. So even if we wind up not going today, there's all day tomorrow and all day Monday. Although at that point, I don't know if you actually want to go up, even if it was only for a little while. But the options are there. Just weigh out the time. And yeah, I know there's always the thought of FOMO. For those of you who don't know, FOMO is an acronym for fear of missing out. And I was about to talk about this earlier. Growing up, I really felt like going to Keuka Lake was more of a detriment than actually liking to go. I mean, I like to go for the ambiance, the family, just being up at my own place, it was a place to call our own. That part was great. But I literally just family, as in family was all I ever had up there. I love my family, but you can't just have family to get through life. You have some friends. You don't want to be a lonely guy. I certainly don't want to be a lonely person. Luckily, though, as my brother and I have gotten older, and with advances in technology and stuff like that, not only is there a possibility we can have people up at Keuka Lake, pandemic or no pandemic, but they're actually real viable options. I'm thinking, why don't I invite more people up to Keuka Lake? Well, again, the whole maintaining everything, making sure everything looks nice, that's always a problem. Plus, my mom was a huge stickler for making sure everything looks right too. So I can only imagine how horrible that experience would be. But yeah, am I sad I'm not at Keuka Lake right now? A little. But I'd be even more sad if, something happened to my mom. And again, my mom's fine. I'm not worried about, I'm always going to be worried about my mom, just like she's always worried about me. But, just feeling, people get sick at random all the time. I felt like, not the greatest the other day, but it didn't bother me. So I guess it's all a matter of perspective. And I feel in the end I did the right thing in not going. Again, Keuka Lake's not going anywhere. And I have all started to go up there whenever I want. So, I'm willing to wait for a little while. So, I hope you all like this lesson in, patience and, everything. Actually, this really was a lesson in patience when you think about it. If you like the video, leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I could really use the support. As always, I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. And hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I don't think I said happy Saturday, did I? Well, happy Saturday, everybody. And remember, if you guys want to talk, channels will be here to lend. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya. Bye.